was a TIE fighter buzzing right past you there as you're watching this video. That was me. Don't be fooled. It wasn't a real TIE fighter. It was just my voice, which I realize doesn't accurately depict a TIE fighter. However, now I no longer need to supplement my daily life with the sounds of Star Wars, considering I have purchased this book, The Sounds of Star Wars, which, if you didn't already realize it, by now has the sounds of Star Wars. Fully illustrated and fully documented. I can't think of a more definitive work related to how the sounds of Star Wars evolved. Where they all came from. How it all came together. Backstories. And the nice thing is, if you didn't notice the sticker over here, you can actually play the sounds listed inside the book, including, let's see here, let's go with 004. This seems to be R2. How to make a baby droid, first steps. Nice. Alright, let's hit stop. Go to 3.
Did you hear that? They shut down the main reactor.
Okay, so that's 3PO. Let's skip ahead here and see what else we have. 14 is R2-D2 head motor sounds. Let's see here. Let's go back to 13. Door closes and escape pod ejection. Oh, yeah, I remember that one. All right, let's go ahead and fast forward a bit here. We've got Jabba's palace and Jabba's dialogue, 134. Oh, got a ways to go here. Of course, I just skipped over Empire Strikes Back. I apologize for that. But, of course, if you want your own copy, go.tagjag... Oh, wait. Go back a bit. Go.tagjag.com/Star Wars Sounds. All right, here's Jabba's dialogue. Nice. All right, and then Jabba's laugh. For Jabba's nasty burps, Bert once again enlisted the help of sound engineer Howie Hammerman, whose notorious belching had originally been featured in Alien. Bet you didn't know that. Oh, there's so much to learn about Star Wars. Yes, not just the original trilogy, but also the prequels as well, including the new Jabba, which I wasn't exactly thrilled about. But this, I gotta tell you, was very exciting to dive into. Not just learning about where the sounds came about, how they came about, but specifically being able to listen to the sounds. In fact, I learned that General Grievous's cough was actually George Lucas. I don't know if you guys realize that, but I don't know if I can find the exact page where they were talking about his laugh, but that was George Lucas, or not his laugh, his cough. That was George Lucas, apparently, who was sick at the time. Thought it was kind of a neat little backstory there. And, oh, looks like they also have some Clone Wars sound effects here towards the back, if you are a total Clone Wars fan, which I can't say that I am at this point. However, there is not a more definitive collection of Star Wars sounds, at least in an official capacity, right here within a nicely illustrated, very well documented book. Learn everything you've always wanted to know about the sounds of Star Wars. Go.tagjag.com/Star Wars Sounds, or Sounds of Star Wars. We can link to both of them. Yeah, I'm in love. And I bought it with my own money. I can show you the receipt, too, because I'm a Star Wars fan. So, since I'm a Star Wars fan, and you likely are as well, if you're watching this video, please drop me a line if you know of any other cool Star Wars collector's item I may want to take a look at, specifically something that is very interactive, like the sounds of Star Wars. Of all the movies, I'd have to say that I like the prequels. Kidding! No, the original trilogy, really. I'm not a prequel fan. Either way, drop me a line. My email address is chris@perillo.com. And, let's see here. Oh, the thunder that was going on in the background while Yoda was dying. Hopefully this will play me out here. Geeks.perillo.com, chris.perillo.com, @ChrisPerillo on Twitter, Facebook.com/ChrisPerillo, where you can join us in the greater part of the geeky community. And of course, we also have a chat room, typically talking tech, and, I'd imagine there is some sci-fi crossover with the geeks there. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at live.perillo.com. We'll see you later.